Well, hello, I'm Alex, and today we're going to take a tiny creative play break together. I want to use this series to include any new, maybe sort of weird projects I come up with that don't neatly fit into a category of creativity warm-ups, doodling, or daily play with scenes. So of course, my favorite types of activities like collage, coloring, mandalas, ink blots, and stamping will show up here, maybe in combination with each other. So get ready for some fun activities and think of me as your personal trainer for getting your creative mojo back on track. Why not? The way I see it, you can't have inner growth without creativity. One insightful moment of creative play can dissolve years of resistance, boosting your energy, and the fun you have with your creative side spills over into all parts of your life. And igniting your creative spark gives you fresh eyes to try new things and make meaningful changes. So, guess what? This is your creativity timeout, baby. Go ahead, check it out. Well, hello! Today I'm going to show you very quickly how to make an accordion book. This is a no-sew accordion book that we're going to make out of envelopes. Okay, what you're going to need is a glue stick, and this is optional, but I would recommend it, and then something to fold with, which could be a ruler, or a marker or a highlighter or your fingernails, but I prefer to use a tool. And this is what we're going for. You're going to need some envelopes, and if you want to use white envelopes, go for it. I have some brown envelopes, and the reason I have these isn't because they're brown, but it's because the way they're made. I suggest you find an envelope that has a flap like this. So, without the extra space here, do you see how this is cut open, and in addition it's got that sort of pre-torn edge to it? You can still do it with this kind of envelope, but I think you're going to be happier if you find this envelope, and the color is up to you. I would go for a neutral color, but it might be really fun if you use a bright color. So I found these brown ones, and I like the brown color. So these are craft paper style envelopes with the thin flap here and with a very tight opening, which is what I'm looking for. And this is going to be the end result. The end result is an accordion book, depending on how many envelopes you use and how big you want it. It's going to determine how many pages you get. So to make this guy, I used 4 envelopes like this, and I pre-folded them before I glued them together. So this is so fast and so easy to do because your flap is your hinge. So we're going to be taking advantage of this flap. It does have a peel off thing, a peel off backing, so that means this part is sticky, but I'm going to go ahead and add more glue because I want it to lay super flat so that when I look at it on the back side, like this is what you get when this is glued. Hold on, let me put this in the right way. This is what you get when it's glued here, and it's practically invisible. Alright. So, here we go. What I want you to do, and I'm just going to show you how to make the smaller version. If you want to keep your envelopes without folding them, go right ahead. But all you have to do is put all your envelopes in the same direction. I actually have 4 here, but I only want to use 3, so I'm going to move that one out of the way. So I have 3 of these horizontal envelopes. I'm putting them so that the sticky side, the back side, this is the back side, the flap, they're all facing the same way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them. And let me remind myself what I did here, even though it actually doesn't really matter. But yeah, I fold them inward. So, very quickly, fold them in half. And like I said, you can use a ruler or a marker. Like sometimes I use these highlighters just to save my fingernails. Alright, that's it in terms of folding. Now all we're going to do is stick them together. So again, put them all so that they're all facing the same way. Let's get rid of the 3rd envelope and just work with 2. And now what you're going to do is you're going to stick this on here. Okay, so grab a piece of scrap paper if you don't want to get, if you're using a glue stick like me, peeling off that. We're adding glue. We're putting this guy down. Yep, if you want, you can turn it over, and then I use the same thing I used to make the crease. I just run it over the glue, and I've just prepared that. So let's do this again. Peel off the sticky, or if it doesn't have a sticky, just add glue on the flap itself. Grab your second one, it's facing the same way. Put the end there. Flip it over. Spread it out so that it glues really nicely. And like I said, it's almost invisible. You can't even see it. And now we've got a 6-page accordion book. Now you're gonna have a flap left over. You could keep going. You could make this huge. For the time being, I just fold it inside, because I like the idea of there being a pocket here, but you could glue it shut. You could actually just put glue on there and glue it shut, or you could fold it inside if you're not quite sure if you're going to keep going. If you decide to keep going, maybe you want to leave that option open. So now you can decide which side to use, or you can use both sides. What you're going to notice is I use 3 envelopes, so I have 3 pockets. I have 3 built-in pockets here, which I'm going to play with in another video. And what I'm going to suggest you do with this format is to do some art journaling. So I'm preparing videos for you where you can use this format for collage and for mandalas, and I'll come up with some more ideas. To give you a quick example, I've already started this, which is going to be what I'll use in the video for how to use this accordion book to make collage. So that's it. Go get yourself some envelopes. Look at how the flap is before you pick it out. But if you have a lot of choices, then pick any color that appeals to you. Pick any size that appeals to you. If you only find long ones, they're perfect because you can fold them in half. But like here, like I said, I'm not too happy about the way this looks, but I love the size. And if you're using this for collage, you could just collage right over that, right? So that's really not a problem. So find some envelopes, grab a glue stick and make yourself an accordion book, and then come back and check out the videos for how we can use this format for art journaling. I hope you had fun taking this tiny play break with me, because you know what? When it comes to your creativity, it's never about what you make. It's about how you feel while making it, right? I've got lots more videos for you here over on my YouTube channel, so subscribe, stay tuned, and come back and play with me. Come back and gift yourself a daily dose of make stuff feel good energy. Thank you so much for being here, and sparkle on.